Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys hoping for a bounce-back performance after dropping their first game of the season a week ago. On the other side, Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Team set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Shoves him aside and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. And they work this right upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's good for a Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Out of bounds, just short of midfield.
To the air, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback. Throwing now is Daniels.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Stiff-armed it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Daniels looking to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st down, Washington.
Here's Daniels. Steps away to his left. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a nice nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second down and 3.
Brings up second down.
Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he's up to the 44-yard line.
Falcons first down.
Robinson up the middle. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. If you look at this defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Dorrance Armstrong able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Penix. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They'll throw with Penix. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Falcons. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Robinson. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Penix going to sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To throw from his end zone, Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Daniels. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Penix. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Looking to throw, Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Nice move at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Into the hands of London. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
On the give, here's Robinson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Kendall Fuller, boy, no problems for him on that play defensively. Really nice tackle for loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And looking to throw, Penix. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
A 21-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And punt formation for the Commanders.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good. Falcons. First down.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. 3rd and 9 here. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Dorrance Armstrong. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Treads him with a stiff arm. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Powers through. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Tackle made by Jesse Bates. A gain of 15. And the Commanders
on the draw, Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Falcons' 16-yard line.
On the counter. This is Robinson.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
It's a loss of a yard.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Oh, a good move at the 5.
And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Jaden Daniels
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Commanders add 6 to their lead.
Gay is on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
This makes the score. Commanders
So that one
14,
a long 11-play
Falcons
drive.
3.
And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
The partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
They'll go play action here with Penance.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Washington on 3rd down.
3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever.
To the air, Penance. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, It's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
We'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Washington first down.
Daniels looking to throw.
This will be caught by Brown.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's Daniels.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. Pass caught here by Osborne. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gay's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on the Titans in the AFC South. And here it's the Tennessee defense that steps up. This, a big play early in the ballgame. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And it's the veteran Jonnu Smith. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Steelers are into the win column after 3 defeats to start the year. They get the victory here. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the second-year man, Trey Benson. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Cardinals get back to 500, 2 up, 2 down as they get the victory at home. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Bradley Pinion
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
brings up second down.
Off the play fake, Daniels. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Washington.
Now Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. David Onyemata breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now.
And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Penix. Completes a Mooney on the slant.
A gain of 6. That's good.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll throw with Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and
play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. That one too wide and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Got a man, it's London. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Penix to the air once more. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's another Falcons.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking to throw Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Washington.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
To the air goes Daniels.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. He's got space past the 25. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Penix going to sneak it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
As we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And looking to throw, Penix.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 9 now. Short throw caught by Pitts. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Penix going to sneak it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, where usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak, there though it worked on 3rd. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A loss of a yard.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
To the air, Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Washington offense set to take over again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Looking to put a drive together. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team to say, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3-and-out.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Off play action, here's Penix. Pass over the middle, tipped, but he still brings it in. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go.
Third and 6.
Operating from the gun, Penix. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney, 57 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Here's Daniels. Able to shake him off, but escapes the sack. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Daniels looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
McLeod to return it. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They begin the drive with Robinson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Here's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they get him down the man before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for the Commanders' touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Falcons 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. That's caught by Warner, the tight end. 2nd and 14.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw with Penix. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Robinson. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Falcons.
Now Penix. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
35-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Number 8, Kyle Pitts. A gain of 12.
Penix going to sneak it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain on the play. And the Falcons first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Corbin. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
And that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Now Daniels. Got a man. It's Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 2nd down.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
He stiff arms him. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Commanders,
they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.